Number 1, the first thing you can expect when you stop drinking for 90 days is that in the first few days, you might not feel 100%. You might have some flu-like symptoms. You might not even want to get out of bed. You might be grumpy and in a low mood. And I want to tell you that if you experience this, it is okay. It's totally normal. Don't get me wrong, there is a percentage of the population who can experience severe withdrawal, but for most of us, it's okay. But that doesn't mean that the first few days is going to be easy. You might just have to force yourself through it. And the first few days are going to have the most severe acute symptoms like low energy and flu-like symptoms. But it all depends on how much you've drank, how long you've drank for. In my experience, this was very minimal, but I've not drank for 8 years, but I'm in my 30s. I stopped drinking in my mid-20s. So obviously, I'm going to have a different experience to somebody in their 50s or 60s who's drank for 30, 40 years. But just know that whatever you're going through, it's your body healing. Again, that's not medical advice. If you're one of the people who think that you need a medical professional, then you should go and seek that. But for most people, it's going to be okay, but you're not going to feel great. Which leads me to the second thing you can expect. Now, even once you're past that initial kind of dip, that doesn't mean all of a sudden it's going to get better. Now, you will feel better, but what can happen over the next 1 to 2, maybe 3 weeks, depending on how long you've drank for, sometimes maybe even a little bit longer, but you can expect the next few days to be a roller coaster. Right, one day you might have the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up, you crush the day, you're in the gym, you're there with your family, you're crushing work, and then the day after, you sleep awful. And you just wake up with this anxiety. And that's a lot of people's experience. That first 1 to 2 weeks can be a roller coaster. So whatever you experience in that first month, let's just say month, just know that it will get better. It will get easier. You've got to remember that when you stop drinking alcohol, your body is going to go through an insane repair process. So of course, you're going to feel tired some days. You're going to feel lethargic. You might get anxiety. But just know that on the other side of that, once you're through this lull, this dip in energy and mood, etc., something else will take its place, which we're going to get to. And by the way, the 7th and 8th thing that I'm going to talk to you about, you've got to stick around to the end of this video. You will love it. But the third thing is during this kind of dip that you'll experience is you may find that you get cravings, not just for alcohol, which is possible, but you may also get cravings for sweet food. Most of the time when people drink alcohol, there's a lot of sugar involved. And also your brain is going to be looking for a dopamine hit, something just to kind of give it some oomph again, some life. And what I recommend my clients, I've helped over 500 clients get control of their drinking quickly. What I tell them is be kind to yourself. As long as you're not drinking poison and drinking alcohol, then a bit of ice cream, some cookies, whatever, it's much better than drinking. It's important that you use this sparingly, but as long as you don't go back to the drink, it is what it is. Now, once you've got through that first, let's say 1, 2, 3 weeks, depending on you as an individual, you might experience a breakthrough. And what I mean is, it doesn't happen to everybody. It happened to me. I've heard a lot of clients say it, but you reach a point of like, oh, I feel completely different. And it's weird. It doesn't happen straight away. The breakthrough can just happen in the first few days, first few weeks, but eventually you realize, I feel better. I feel like me again. And it's an awesome feeling. I can't describe it. It's like this rush of just, it pops out of nowhere. And if you've ever experienced that, definitely let me know in the comments. It would be awesome to hear from you. But in that first 90 days, most people are going to feel this. The 5th thing you can expect is in that first 90 days is you will experience some health benefits. For most people, this comes in the form of more energy. They're motivated, they're getting out of bed early, they've just got more than they used to have. And for a lot of others, it will also come in the form of some weight changes. Some people put on weight, but sometimes that's actually a good thing. And a lot of people will experience dropping pounds without even trying. You might drop 10, 20 pounds in the first 90 days because you're no longer consuming alcohol, which is filled with dead calories. They're dead calories, as in if you drink 1,000 calories of alcohol, it doesn't replace the 1,000 calories of food. So most people will experience some weight loss. The 6th thing you can expect is that hopefully in that first 90 days is you'll experience peace of mind. See, when I drank alcohol, I felt like I was on the verge of a disaster. Financial disaster, maybe even drink driving, getting into some argument with somebody, health scares. And when I stopped drinking alcohol, I could let go of all of that. There was no fear of what if. And I also felt peace of mind because I knew that I was dealing with problems as they came to me. The The seventh thing that I'm hoping happens for you, and this is where it starts to get fun, but in that first 90 days, it's very likely that people around you will start noticing. Friends might say, "You're looking different. Your skin complexion's changed. Have you lost weight? Like, what are you doing? You seem different." Some people might even notice a difference in your mood, presence, and energy. They might think you're more lively, you're nicer to be around. And that is an awesome thing because it creates a feedback loop. The more you don't drink, the more people seem to like you and compliment you, which means that you're less likely to drink because it becomes this positive feedback loop. Which leads me to the eighth thing, and this is by far the best thing of all that you can expect. You can expect renewed self-confidence. See, if you're able to go 90 days without drinking alcohol, guess what happens? Well, that confidence spills into other areas of your life. You start to think, well, if I can achieve this and not drink alcohol for 90 days, what happens if I commit myself for 90 days to an exercise program, to my business, to getting new clients, to my job, to getting a promotion? See, not drinking alcohol can be this catalyst to an amazing quality of life. And I know this to be the case because I've done it. I've coached hundreds of clients to do this as well. But it's not just about what you can expect when you stop drinking alcohol for 90 days, because there are also things that you need to avoid on this path. And if you click the video on the screen right now, I'm going to show you what you need to avoid doing when you stop drinking alcohol. You have to watch this video next.